button. Going live. The game. Hi. Go ahead. Here. Get this on up. Go ahead and get my radar on up. This person is stopping. Are we stopping? Alright. That was out. What is up? On them as they're like fading away. They've had some really pretty like barber pole mesocyclone. You know what? Thank you. Alright. Service fixes itself here now that we have the Starlink connected. There we go. But yes. How are you guys all doing? Let's see, let me pull up chat. We got Eli's in here, we got Sprinkles in here, we got Anna's in here, we got Grifters in here, we got Sheila's in here. What up? Just watching Papa John down in Nebraska. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people chasing out in Nebraska today. I know that was a fairly popular target. I am staying here because I'm going to be leaving for Italy in a couple days. So, staying close to home. And I saw these little cells just kind of percolating out here, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go out there and look around and see what they're doing, because might as well. Haven't done a stream in a while, so I figure this could be a fun opportunity to get the rust off, chat with you guys, see how you all are doing, and also hopefully get a nice Did I fix robo mode? I hope I did. Alright, we're gonna be taking this road here. Yes, we are. Okay. Where in Wisconsin is the threat? We are down in southern Wisconsin right now. We have these little mini supercells that have been going on down here. They haven't really done much. There was a chance for maybe they throw down some hail and some strong wind, but so far they've been relatively harmless. So I'm just like, you know what? We're just gonna go down here and enjoy the show, because might as well. I'm only gonna have so many more days until I have to leave, and I'm not able to chase till like the end of the month. So might as well venture down here and just see what's going on. Storms are very pretty though. They've had some really gorgeous structure on them as I've been getting down here. All better? Awesome. Now, for some reason, my GPS says we are in Madison. We are not in Madison. I don't know why the GPS is just like not working. But we're south of Madison right now. We're near Evansville. Let this guy go through. Very pretty skies, yes. Skies out here are gorgeous. They are very, very pretty. Man, look at that. Got a little base going here in this different storm. There's another storm farther to the west here that has been like consistently trying to get established. So I'm thinking if we're gonna get structure, it's gonna be this farther west cell, kind of hidden back here. We just got to get up to it. Just got to get up to it. There we go. Living broadhead. Maybe I should put my truck in the garage. You don't have to put it in the garage for these storms. These ones are kind of fizzling out. I'm just kind of down here enjoying the scenery right now because we have these nice cumulus towers with the sunset going through them. Yeah, Sana's got the right idea. You guys should drop a like on the stream here if you're just now tuned in. This is the first stream I've done in like over a month. So it's been a while. It's been a while since we've had a stream on here. Alright, which way? Where are we going? We're going left. Nope, nope, we're good. We're good. Alright. Let's keep on rolling. But how are you guys doing? How have you guys been doing here today? Love flying down the back roads like this. I do as well. Especially when there's a pretty little thunderstorm going on. How are you guys all doing? What have you all been up to? It's been a while since I've had an opportunity to talk with you all in chat. I've had my hands pretty full the past like month. How are you guys doing? Would love a print of the Colorado storm you took on your Polaroid with the old house. We are working at that. I have all the Polaroids digitized. We're just trying to find a good way to get them onto the store. So at some point you will be seeing those there. So yeah, Sarah's doing good. Epic Ellie's glad it's Friday. I agree with that. Tomorrow's gonna be Saturday, so it'll be a nice day there. I'm thinking of might wake up bright and early tomorrow and see if I can do some fishing. Might do a little fishing trip early tomorrow morning. There we go. Sheila's doing wonderful. Awesome. Glad you guys are doing well in the chat here tonight. Yeah, I just want to get a nice view of the storm. That's all I want to do. Yeah, for a little bit, it kind of had a nice little supercell shape to it, but now it's kind of fizzling out. And oh my gosh, Vitor is already going crazy with the 5 gifted memberships. Spam up the W's there. Who got them? Your mom has received a gifted membership. Oh no. Guys, your mom has received a gifted membership. Eli got one. Eli has received a membership. And now I'm going to guilt trip him into renewing it. I appreciate that, Vitor. Spam up the W's. Got Sydney's in here. How's it going, Sydney? Good to see ya. Welcome back home to Cheese Country. Yes, we are back in the cheese land here in Wisconsin. I've been gone from this state for a while, so it's good to be back home. I think in May, like throughout the entire month of May, I was only home for like 6 days. So it is good to be back in Wisconsin for a little bit before I head off on my next adventure out there in Italy. Yes. Sydney's feeling slightly okay. Yeah, I saw you. You weren't feeling too well earlier today. Hopefully you're doing better here. All right, I'm gonna kind of zigzag down these roads a little bit here. Just go take a look at what this thing's doing. We'll go watch the structure. Or certified rain shower chasing today. We're structure chasing. Doing a quick cruise down the back roads here to see what type of structure these storms have. It's got a little bit of a base. Not much, but it's something. Are you planning on chasing the Canadian prairies next week? I will not be there. I will be, we're doing my family is going on a family vacation out to Italy, and we leave in just a couple of days, so I will not be going to chase in Canada with all the boys. As much as I want to go up there and chase Canada, will not be able to do it. At least not this year. Maybe another year I'll go up there and chase it with them. There we go. Sky is such a gorgeous color. It is very, very pretty. It is a very pretty sunset here. Yeah, I kind of just want to get up and take a look at what this thing is doing. Maybe snap a couple of photos. I'd imagine this is going to be a pretty short stream. I don't expect to be live for super long today. But figured I'm out here, I might as well just hit the go live button, chat with you guys before I have to head off on my vacation, because it'll probably be a while before I'm out chasing again. But once we get to like end of June, July, you can expect to see more streams on this channel, and hopefully some new YouTube videos here coming pretty soon. Italy sounds fun. It does. I am very, very excited. It is going to be a very fun trip. Never been, so I'm looking forward to it. Wow, we're near Cooksville right now. Nice to go for a ride. Yeah, I'm glad I could have you guys with me here. Do a little road trip here. Check out these little storms. I'm trying to think of the best way to like get a view of this. We're in a good spot. I just want to get out of the rain. I'm just gonna follow what Google Maps says. I don't really have an urge to go get right up underneath the base and all that today. Today's not one of those days. As much as I wish it was. Daughter's in Paris right now. That sounds awesome. Paris is on my list of places that I want to visit at some point. Alright guys, we are about to turn and face the storm. There it is. It has a little supercell structure to it. It's a little mini supercell. It's got kind of that flanking line going on. It's nothing crazy, but you can see the supercell characteristics with it. Switch you guys to the just the normal camera here. Lock the focus. Yeah, this is a little supercell that's kind of tucked up in here. This little mini supercell. You are in vacation mode. I am indeed in vacation mode. I got the vacation mindset. Counting down the days. Man, what a pretty storm. It is a pretty little mini spinny. I kind of just want to punch up under the base just to do it. Just because why not? Just for the heck of it. It's got this little flanking line going here with some striations on it. Yes. I'm gonna see if I'll probably find a little dirt road or something up here to pull off on. I'll find one. That was a good one right there, and of course I just drove right past it, but I'll find another one up here somewhere probably, or maybe not. It is pretty. I can always turn around and go to that road. That might be what I do. Look at that. Nice little mini mini supercell action. This is kind of what I expected today to do. You'd get kind of wimpy, rainy thunderstorms that don't look like much on radar, and then you get up to them visually and they look pretty nice. Just because why not? Yep. That's the motto there. Whenever we start driving into tornadoes, we're like, yeah, we'll just do it because why not? No one's gonna tell us not to. Man, this is a pretty storm. Okay, yeah. I want to turn around and go back to that dirt road that I drove past there. Just so I can have a better look at this thing. It has more of that kidney bean shape now on radar. This is a classic mini supercell. This is what they look like. They're really small, really compact. But yeah, this is a supercell, at least visually. It has that twisted updraft overhead. Rain-free base down at the bottom. No like rotation with this one, but definitely pretty. Got some really pretty structure. Yeah, I'm gonna flip back around and head to that road so I can get farther out ahead of it, and then we can enjoy the show for a little while. Maybe I'll set up a time lapse and we can kick back and enjoy this thing. We're doing the circle. We're spinning around the roundabout. Yeah, it's gonna be, there it is. There's the storm, guys. There's our little mini spinny. Your brother's gonna be working with a meteorologist. That will be very cool. Sent a floating heart, sent 1,000 joules. I'm not sure what that means, but thank you. I don't know what all the new YouTube like gift stuff is. I'm used to super chats and gifted memberships. So I might need to have you guys like explain it to me. Because I'm a bit of an unk when it comes to that stuff. Man, what a pretty storm. Look at that. We got some really nice structure actually. I might set up a little time lapse and just watch this thing as it floats along here. I need to find our road. I think it's up here. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful storm. Beautiful little mini spinny. Here, I'm gonna put you guys back on the mountain here so I can take a look at my maps and just figure out where this road is. All right, it's coming up here. Road is just up here. I thought we were a little farther from it, but good to know. Our road is coming up. We will take it north here, and that'll give us a look at this little guy. Coming? Oh, oh. Awesome. Yeah. I might just pull in and face it so you guys can see. I don't want to back off too far, otherwise I'm going to get like stuck in the mud. But there it is. There's our little storm. Put it in park here. There's our storm, guys. Little mini supercell. Want to get out and see? Yeah, there she is. Oh, what a beauty. That is not too bad. Not too bad for a storm that looks like nothing on radar. Very pretty. Switch you back to the front camera here. Yeah, it's got all the features that you look for with these mini supercells. You have your rain-free base that's right there. Your rain core, which we don't really have on this one because it's not really raining. That's off over here. We have if these low-level clouds would get out of the way, you can see we have an overshooting top that kind of looks upward like that, kind of a mini updraft there. It's a really small, really compact storm. We even have a little lowered area right here. Look at that. Got a little baby wall cloud. Everything about this storm is bite-sized. It's really small. It's a really compact storm. Man, that is very pretty. I'm gonna sit in the car because I'm getting bit by mosquitoes, but what a beauty. Junior Stormy Storm. That is what we are going to name this storm. We're gonna name it Junior. All right, I'm gonna pull up here and just look at it a bit more. Point that way a smidge, so you guys can see it a tiny bit more there. Yeah, there it is. There's Junior, the mini supercell. It is very, very tiny. You didn't realize this part of Wisconsin has dirt roads. They're few and far between, but they're out here. There are a few of them. It's actually got like decent motion aloft. Part of me wants to just punch up in there for the love of the game. Guys, should I punch underneath the base for love of the game? I see there is some like broad left or right down there. I think I might go snuggle up there just because I can. Where's this thing headed? It's headed towards Dunkirk. Okay. I'm gonna head up. I can get on Highway N there and go get it. Might be what I do. How far away is Highway N? If I want to go. If I want to go snuggle up with this thing, how far away is the road that I have to get on? Okay, I don't think it's very far. No, it's like right here. Well, I think I might just go up to it. Why not? Have some fun, I agree. I think I'm just gonna go up to that thing and just take a look at what it's doing. We'll go get a closer look. We'll go punch under the base of that. I don't think it's really gonna do much, so might as well. All right, we are on our way, guys. We are gonna go investigate. We're gonna go investigate this little power shower. I've seen storms like this before. We had one in I think it was last year, 2025, like the same area, same thing, like a storm on radar. It looks like no more than a rain shower, and then got up under it and it was like an actual supercell. So these types of like mini supercells happen in here from time to time. And they're always fun to chase. They make for a fun little local day of chasing. So we are gonna chase it. We'll take a look at what it's doing. We'll go investigate this thing. All right. Yeah, guys, I'm sure you've seen I've been very busy working on videos and streams for Mr. Frederick McKinney there. I've been chasing with Freddie and Eli the past couple weeks. That's been a whole lot of fun. Literally the other day. So hopefully you guys enjoyed those streams off over there over on Freddie's channel. It was very fun to be a part of them. And I think at some point I will be returning to chase more with those guys. So that is something to be excited about. Go ahead and take this right here. This little power shower. Going down the back roads. Going down the back roads, chat. How does it look for Green Bay? Line working through. I think the severe weather threat up there is mostly going to be limited to damaging winds and maybe some hail. Then out near La Crosse, there's a little rogue supercell going on over there. Got a tornado warning south of Toma, out near La Crosse. Hey, observed. Maybe I should have. I looked at going up there earlier and then I didn't because I was worried it was just going to squall out so fast. So I stayed down here. Alright, I might just plug Fort Atkinson into the GPS here. That's kind of where this thing is headed. So I guess there was a tornado near south of La Crosse earlier, out near Toma. This storm is like an RFD cut on it now. There's like a little RFD cut on this storm. It's so funny. Everything this storm is miniature. So there's a really tiny RFD cut. You guys see that up there? Up over there, there's like a really tiny RFD surge. Everything about this little cell is bite-sized. So, stayed back down here for a little while. What is this thing doing? What a weird storm. Let me show you guys. I open Bob on here. You guys see that? It has like a little... It's actually rotating there. We got some weak rotation on it. What a weird cell. Very weird little mini spinny. All right. Let's go up there and check it out. Now I highly doubt this thing is actually going to drop, but if it did, that would be the tiniest little tornado of all time. I don't think this thing doesn't have enough mass to start dropping tornadoes. It'd be very funny if it did, though. So we got 119 people tuned in right now. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this little chase out here, little local adventure. Storm was right out my front door, so I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go look around and see what it's doing. And so far, it's put on a nice little structure show for us. It's got some weak rotation on it now. Pleasantly surprised by this little storm. Eli says, W to whoever gifted me a membership. Eli is now a part of the crew. Guys, should I ban Eli? What if I ban Eli? Eli, you're getting banned. Freddy's here. Uh-oh, guys. Everyone behave. Freddy's in the house. Everyone has to behave now. Look at that little mini spinny there. This is such a funny little storm. This is a mini supercell right here. Very tiny, really compact. Doesn't even look like much on radar, but down at the surface, looks pretty good. go. So we got Stimpy's in here. How's it going, Stimpy? Alright, we're gonna take this north. This thing's kind of got its wheels going. I'm like barely making any ground to get up on it. It's kind of started moving. We're on the way. Let's go get under the base, chat. We got Steel Magnolia with the 5 gifted. Appreciate that. Do not ban Eli. Why not? Why can't I ban Eli? That would be really funny. I think I'm gonna ban Eli. I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna ban Eli Noid. That storm off to the east now is looking a little better. Well, we'll go investigate both of them. Yeah, we got a whole crew turning out in chat tonight. Glad to see all you guys tuning in here today. Appreciate it. So we're exploring Wisconsin for these little mini supercells here. There's a deer running across the road. How's it going, deer? Good to see ya. What a funky little storm. Had a little bit of rotation on it. It's kind of broadened out now. This thing doesn't have enough mass to get a really like prominent rotating updraft. So if anything, if it does start rotating, it's going to rotate for like 5 minutes and then be done. No one coming? I don't see anyone. Awesome. Here we go. Here we go. Only ban him if he doesn't renew his membership. Andrew's in here. How's it going, Andrew? Good to see ya. Yeah, we got a whole crew turning out in chat tonight. I wonder if the radar isn't updating because I don't have Storm Chaser mode turned on. That might do it. Let me double check that that is activated here. Storm Chase mode. It says Storm Chase mode is on, so I don't know why the location is not updating for some reason. But, oh well. Andrew, are you heading up to the Dakotas? I see like every single chaser who is everyone is going to like North Dakota, Canada the next few days. There's going to be crazy chaser convergence in June in North Dakota. That's how you know storm chasing is chalked. Man, that northern storm is still tornado warned. Way up there. It's what, an hour away? Do I really want to pop on the interstate and blast up to that thing? Not really. I don't see it lasting all too long. Well, guys, just like that, our mini supercell is dead. We killed it. We successfully killed the storm. It's gone. We made sure that it was not going to harm anyone, so we came up here and killed it. And now I'm going to venture farther east because there's another little cell near Fort Atkinson that I kind of want to check out. Another little mini spinny. Little mini supercell. Freddy is stating the obvious that I have already seen. Freddy's rubbing it in that I wasn't up there. Guys, I'm washed. I missed it. I missed Tornado of the Year. It was bells in the forest. I'm washed. I'm washed. I'm chalked. I'm retiring. It's so smudgy. Stop smudging up my windshield, please. I just want to see. Should have stayed home, I know. I know, Elam. I'm past my prime. I'm falling off. Great job saving people one storm at a time. That is what I do. I save people one supercell at a time. I get up to the supercell, it dies, I go, mission accomplished. Hey, there's actually lightning on that eastern cell. What is it doing? Retiring to Italy. Yep. That's my game plan. I'm never coming back from Italy, guys. You're never going to see me ever again. All the YouTube videos I was going to post this year, canceled. Done. Not making them. The Lake Village video is canceled. The Roanoke tornado video, canceled. The gray patch is getting to you. Guys, it's the gray patch. My car just tried to kill me. Well, it's because you're chatting and driving. That might be why. Freddy is texting and driving, everyone. Shun him. Mods, ban him. Freddy's car has randomly thrown it into to mud mode again. It has the mud mode mindset. Sun's starting to set. We might see a couple of little lightning bolts on here. The car is driving, not me. The car is driving itself. The ravioli has developed a mind of its own, chat. It's driving on its own. It has its own free will. It's become sentient. Why is there a supercell ahead of that squall line? What's it doing up there? Bump. It'll bump. Waymo weather. That's our next business venture. We're gonna start Waymo, but for storm chasing. So you have the self-driving cars that'll guide you to the tornado. That's our next mission. Does that mean the ravioli is in the chat too? Probably is. The Rav is probably listening to all of us. Take this north here. Your mom is my mom. Yeah, there was someone in your mom got gifted a membership. So how do I get over here? Do I go this way? This is such a weird intersection. What? Guys, your mom got gifted a membership earlier. In case you didn't know that. Your mom is now a channel member. So, W mom. W Mom for becoming a member. Our way on over towards the this area and try to investigate a little mini spinny over there. There's another little mini supercell. There's two. I will say, once at some point over the next few weeks, this car is going to need a good cleaning because it is. It's gotten quite messy with all the storm chasing and all that. It's going to need a little TLC. You can see the lightning on the storms off to our north from here. That's pretty cool. I live in Wisconsin, so do I. I'm a fellow Wisconsinite. How many Wisconsinites are in the chat right now? How many of my Wisconsin people are tuning in? I see we got 150 people watching right now. How many of you guys are Wisconsiners? Wisconsinites. Oh! My case just broke. My case is stuck to the phone mount. But you can kind of see some of the lightning off in the distance over yonder. A lot of Wisconsinites in here tonight. Yes, there is. We Wisconsinites, we show up. We show up for the storm chasing. It's in our blood. My phone case just chalked itself. It is now stuck to the mount. We got Madison in here. We got Beloit, Green Bay, Walworth, Middleton, La Crosse. Got a lot of Madison people tuning in. Wish I was in Wisconsin. Calumet County, Iowa County. We got all sorts of Wisconsin people in here. I'm in Minnesota, but Visit Wisconsin, we'll count it. South Milwaukee is in here. All of the Wisconsin folks have pulled up for these storms. All right. We are gonna go ahead. Which way does this take me? It takes me north. All right. Go ahead and shoot north here. An Ohioan. Uh-oh. We have a rival in here. So we got Oshkosh, formerly Deerfield. Got a lot of Wisconsin people watching right now. Heavy rain in Appleton. I've been watching that. You guys have a little storm going up there. Hi, Andrew. Glad to see you in chat. I want to be there right now. I wish I was in Honolulu. I would love to go to Honolulu. Guys, I'm going to go to Hawaii, and that's where I'm going to start my fishing YouTube channel. I mentioned this on a previous live stream, but I'm working on a second YouTube channel where I'm just going to post like outdoor content, like fishing and hiking and all that. So at some point, the Charlie Bourdo fishing channel is going to become a reality, and I already have one video filmed for it. So it's coming soon. All right. Let's go ahead and get over this bridge here. Storms off to the north are very, very pretty. Very pretty storms. Chilling in central Illinois. Wishing I had storms to watch. Well, that's why we're here, Sarah. You can watch the storms right here. And you don't even have to go outside for it. Stay cozy, stay inside, and we'll go venture out and find the storms. Watch me fish, because why not? Let's go! Yeah, at some point, probably in July, is when I want to start like posting stuff for it. I kind of want to have like a wave of videos going. Is this person gonna go? There you go. Good. Yeah, I want to post a couple videos for that channel all at once, just to give it a good start. Maybe do a couple live streams on there from time to time. It's gonna be my little side project between storm chasing. That's what I can do. Starting to look interesting near Barneveld. Yeah, there's a little cell off over there. I'm watching that little tornado warning up there, but I'm not convinced that that's gonna last all that long. Eli in the Discord saying he may have broken the oh no. Eli, is the Polaroid dead? Is it gone? Why are there tornado warnings popping up to the north everywhere right now? Guys, I might have to start shooting north. There's 2 tornado warnings up there. I might have to go up there and investigate. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really want to because they don't look super impressive. And they're like 2 hours away. Gosh, there's frogs all over the road. Trying to dodge these frogs. Yeah, we have 2 tornado warnings up to the north right now. Well, let's head to Milwaukee. Long term, yes, this will be heading towards the Milwaukee area. Later tonight, though, these storms are moving slow. They probably won't be down there until like midnight. North, here we go. Oh boy, what have I just signed up for? We're in for the long haul today, aren't we? Midnight storm chase. Any tornado warnings near La Crosse? No tornado warnings for La Crosse right now. La Crosse has a severe thunderstorm warning, but nothing really tornadic is going on over there. It's all strong winds, heavy rain, maybe a little hail mixed in there. Nothing all too crazy out near La Crosse. Ship. All right. We're zigzagging through the farmland, chat. Making a zigzag. Little zigzaggy drive through the countryside. Gotta keep your eyes peeled for deer, because they are moving. I almost smoked a deer on my drive back from Omaha. I activated evasive maneuvers. On my drive back from Omaha, what happened was, oh my gosh, we have Steel Magnolia with the 20 bomb. Guys, you got to spam up the W's for that. That is awesome. Midnight Run Fund. Guys, I'm going to be honest, I don't know if we're going to go up there. As interesting as those storms look, I'm not a huge fan of those QLCS nighttime tornadoes. I will keep my eye on them, though, for a little bit. But what I was saying was, on my drive back from Omaha, what happened was I was like coming across the interstate, and like in the median, I see there was a deer that had just crossed the road. It was like walking out of my lane into a different lane. So I slow down. I see him like well in advance. I slow down, and I'm like cruising past him. Like, okay, he's walking away from me. I'm gonna keep my eye on him just in case he does something stupid. And lo and behold, he did something stupid. As I'm coming up to the deer, he stops, turns his head, and just looks me in the eyes, and just dead sprint starts running towards me. I'm like, there's no way this deer that has crossed the road has now just looked me in the eyes and is now just sprinting at me. So I did a little swerve, and I had to zigzag around him there. But we avoided the deer. Did not hit a deer on the drive back. And deer are not fun. I've hit 2 of them. I'm trying my best to not hit 3. 2 is enough. What was that deer thinking? That's what I'm saying. Why did the deer just like turn around? he was like perfectly fine where he was. He looked at me and then just ran right at me. It was like we were like locked eye contact. I'm like, bro, there's no way. That deer was sentient. He sensed my presence and was like, I know who you are. I need to be the 3rd deer. He tried to fulfill the prophecy, but I've learned. I'm too smart for the deer. I've leveled up. I will say I was a bit surprised that there wasn't a 2% tornado threat added up here earlier. I don't know if they added one recently, but when I looked earlier in the day, there was not a 2% tornado risk up here, which I thought was kind of surprising. Let me see if they added one this last update. They still have the slight. They added tornado threat though. Why is there no 2% up here? That's one thing that kind of baffled me all day today is, as low as the tornado threat looked up here, I thought it at least looked decent enough to warrant a 2%, but they never put one up here, and well, lo and behold, now we have tornado-warned supercells, which I thought was, I feel like it's a bit surprising. The last tornado that I chased in South Dakota with Freddie and Eli, that tornado happened in an area that didn't even have, the Storm Prediction Center never issued a 2% tornado risk until after all the tornadoes were done. It was like 8 o'clock, the tornadoes were all wrapped up, and they finally put out the 2%. It's like, all right, guys, you're a little late to the party. Tanner's in here. Oh my gosh, it's Tanner. What up, Tanner? Good to see ya. Glad you could pop in here. Guys, I actually got to meet the Tanner. I got to meet the Tan Man. He was also at the weather house for a couple days while we were all chasing out there, so me and Tanner have officially now met. The prophecy has been fulfilled. I have met Tanner. We're basically BFFs now. We would come home from the chases. This was in like May, I think it was like May 17th through like May 20th. There was like a chase stretch that we did, and we missed all the tornadoes that stretch. And so we'd come back to the house, and Tanner would be chilling in the kitchen, like doing like editing videos and whatnot. And we'd walk through the door at like 1 a.m, and Tanner would be so happy. He was like, "Man, that was such a fun chase. The storms were so cool. What'd you guys think of the day?" Tanner was like in such a positive, good mood, and we'd walk through the door like, "That was the worst chase of my life. I never want to do this ever again." We'd just be Debbie Downers while Tanner's just trying to stay positive. It was very funny. Tanner, I love you. Tanner's the GOAT. I love the Tan Man. How many people were there? At one point, we had 14 people at the house. We had like all the chasers, we had camera crews there, we had literally everyone. There were 14 people in that house at one point. It was full. It was packed full. We kept having to turn people away because like more chasers wanted to show up, like to spend the night there. We're like, dude, we don't have enough room for everyone. They ran out of room. So 14 people is the limit. And we hit that limit pretty quick. Yeah, it was a lot of people. Guys, Tanner doesn't love me. Tanner's been rage baiting me. We'd come back from the chase, and every single night I'd go, Tanner, I love you. And his only response to me is just, okay. Tanner doesn't love me. Tanner, I thought we were bros. 41 was the misread limit. It seemed like it. Literally, like, there were so many people that were like, can we stay? Can we stay? I'm like, no, stop. Leave us alone. It was summer camp. It was chaos. It was fun, though. We'd fire up the grill every night, do burgers, chicken wings, steaks, throw the football around. Freddie would wake up every morning and go, there's a lot to get done today. It was a fun time. Fun time at the house. It was Storm Chaser summer camp, though. It was kind of chaos. We had everyone who was a Storm Chaser was there. Ooh. You know. Pitch your tent. We were joking about that. We were like, at some point, we are going to reach capacity and we're going to have to start putting tents up. What's the target? Right now, the target is home. I think I'm heading home. Because nothing looks all too interesting right now, and I don't really feel like going north to nighttime rain wrap QLCS tornadoes. That's not my cup of tea. This is a certified driving home stream. I feel like he probably says that every day. He does. He literally said that every single morning. We'd wake up and we'd go, Freddie, what are we doing today? And he'd go, there's a lot to get done. I did not go a day without hearing Freddie say there's a lot to get done today. He wasn't wrong, though. There was always a lot to get done. And there was always a lot of stuff that was breaking. All of our streaming stuff kept breaking, so it came to a point where we said, you know what, forget it, and we just like gave up and started streaming on the phone. Streaming on the phone is a superior method of severe weather streaming. And anyone who says otherwise is wrong. That was the big lesson I learned from my month out storm chasing. It's that if you're going to do a live stream, just do it on a phone. Don't even bother with all the fancy camera stuff, because it's probably going to break. And lo and behold, look what happened to our setup. It all broke, and we said, you know what, forget it. And we went back to the phone, and we've been having 10 times more fun with that. Anyone who says otherwise is trying to tell you something. This is true. Anyone who says you need like the crazy multi-cam setup with the roof cameras and the side window cameras and all that sort of stuff for the live stream, they're lying to you. Don't listen to them. You just need a phone. You don't need anything else. Trust me. I'm running the phone stream right now. I used to have the crazy multi-cam and I hated every second of it. That's why I went back to the phone. And then I donated my multicam setup stuff to Freddie, and then it all broke, and then he went back to the phone. Those are my words of wisdom. Do not get the multicam. Tanner, are you chasing up in Canada the next few days? Or are you staying in the Dakotas? I know a lot of chasers are going up to chase Canada. Tanner Charles is becoming a Canadian. He is heading up to the Canada land. You've heard it here first, folks. Tanner's joining the Canadian squad. Staying in North Dakota tonight. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys get up there. I wish I could go, but unfortunately I have other things that I have to do tomorrow. My uncle is retiring, so we're throwing him his retirement party tomorrow. So I want to be there for that. That was my hard deadline of coming home. I was like, I need to at least be at my uncle's retirement party. If you're good with wiring, multicam is great. Yeah, the multicam is good when it works. Problem is, it so rarely wants to work. And then when something breaks, it's a huge headache to try to fix it. So I always I just went back to the phone, because when something breaks, I just reset the app. I just reset the streaming app, and then it's good to go again. CJ! What is going on, CJ? How's it going? Glad to see you in here. CJ, you have missed nothing. There's really been not much going on except for those tornado warnings way up north, but I'm not up there, so can't say anything super eventful has happened up there except for tornado warnings. Do I hear multicam? Yeah, I'm dogging on the multicam setup. I'm explaining why I went back to the phone, because I hate the multicam. And also why Freddie went back to the phone, because he hates multicam. Tanner is heading out. Glad to see you in here, Tanner. Glad you could pop in. Is this the last live stream before Italy? Yes, this will likely be the last storm chasing live stream for me before I go to Italy. Who knows? Maybe there'll be some like weird setup that pops up and I go for it if there's like something around here, but as of right now, this is the last like storm chasing live stream that I have planned before I go off on my trip. So after this stream, it's going to be radio silence from me for a while. I want to try to enjoy my trip to Italy as much as possible, so I'm going to be shutting off the phone, shutting off social media, just going to be enjoying it. Do miss the pan cam. I miss the pan cam as well. The pan cam was fun. I'm trying to figure out a way that I can get that to work again. I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I just haven't had time to really sit down and figure it out. But I have an idea on how to get it working. So at some point, the pan cam on my stream and on Freddie's stream may return, if we can figure out a good way to get it working again, which we have ideas on how to do it. Look at all the lightning off to our north. A lot of lightning with that storm. Yeah, plug you guys in, the phone's dying. There we go. Storm chase in Italy. If there's a good storm, I want to chase out there. Like if there's like something coming on shore, like off the sea that like looks like it's gonna do something like a water spout or something, I'm gonna go down and like check it out. So you never know, when I return from Italy, I might just drop a YouTube video called "I Chased a Tornado on My Vacation." That's not off the table. That is in the cards. How I would love to do a little Italy storm chase. What country am I in? I'm in the good old US of A. I'm in the good old United States. Max is in here. What's up, Max? Good to see ya. Good to use you if we go live. You would have to talk to Severe Studios. That is a Severe Studios question. I probably won't be going up on these tornado warnings up there though, because gonna be honest, I don't think they look all that good. And also it's getting kind of dark. But good to see you in here, Max. Glad to see ya popping in. We've had all sorts of surprise visitors on the stream. We had Freddie in here, we had Tanner in here, we got Max in here, we got CJ in here. Is Freddie going to go with you on a storm chase in your vehicle? Maybe at some point. I wouldn't surprise me if there's a day where the ravioli is dead. Gotcha, thank you. Of course. Always happy to help out whenever needed. But if you're looking for someone to cover the tornado warnings today, I will not be your guy because I kind of just want to go home and go to bed. Tell Max to go live. Max, this guy in chat says you need to go live. It is a requirement. Let's see. Just taking a look at a radar and seeing how those storms look up there. I'm gonna be honest, they look kind of outflowy. Super enthused by those tornado warnings up there. Take over this guy's stream. Max, you want to take over the stream? Max, do you want to be the in-studio personnel for my stream that's probably only going to last for another like 30 minutes? Anyone tell me about the weather in the Wisconsin Dells area? I can tell you about the weather in the Wisconsin Dells area. What is going on in the Dells right now? Let me find it first. Well, you guys have that tornado warning working its way on in. I'm gonna be honest, I don't see like much anything with that tornado warning that like screams like, oh, this thing's about to put something down. It looks pretty outflow dominant. It looks like there's a big outflow surge of cold air that's kind of undercutting the thing. So, not super convinced on a tornado threat, at least at the moment for the Dells. You guys should still be aware though, because that storm is tornado warned for a reason. There is still that area of rotation on it. So, still gonna want to keep an eye on it, still gonna want to take your precautions just in case, because you never know. That thing might ramp up suddenly. But at least as of right now, it looks like more of a damaging wind event up there, and that tornado warning is just kind of precautionary, just in case that storm does trend up, which it is possible. We have an MD just got issued. What are they saying? Isolated severe threat continues for an eventual weakening. Pose some tornado threat. Okay. Man, I am curious about that tornado warning up there. Part of me wants to just shoot up there and just go see it. Just because why not? How far away from Mayville are we? Probably far. We are very far. Honestly, we could stay on this road and shoot north and go get that thing. You know what? Guys, we're shooting north. We're gonna go investigate the tornado warnings up there. As much as I just dogged on them, I would hate to have a tornado happen and I'm not there. So we're gonna go up there and check it out. Head towards Juneau. Or Horicon. How far from that are we? Oh, we're only 30 minutes away. We'll be there quick. I was expecting us to be farther from that. All right, let's get up there. We were heading up towards Horicon. We're gonna try to get on that tornado warned storm. Might as well go check it out. Then we can follow it back home. We're going up there, guys. I've talked myself into going. And if it downtrends and looks like it's not going to do anything, I can just turn around because this is my home turf. My bed is not far away. Was wondering if you, Sheila said she was wondering if I was going to give in. I am going to give in. As much as I always dog on these types of setups, like, yeah, I'm not going to go for that. That looks kind of messy. I always end up caving and then go for it. It's a tale as old as time. So we're going to go up there and go take a look. All right. Try to get around some of these people a little bit. At least go on the speed limit. Put the radio on. I can't, I'll get copyrighted. We're playing the copyrighted music. I'll play Minecraft music. Alright. Let's go get on this thing. The thing's kind of heading back towards home, so we can just follow it back down. The weather radio? I don't have a weather radio in my car. I don't have one. At least not on me. I have one at my house. I do not have one in my vehicle. Deserve more views and subscribers. I appreciate that, Linda. Yeah, I just gotta work for it. Just gotta keep getting out, keep chasing, keep grinding out the YouTube videos, and hoping to grow the channel more this year. That's my number one goal for this season, is to try to grow the channel as much as possible. We have a red light. Guys, I'm not gonna run the red light. T2 is asking, can you answer a question for me? I can answer a question for you. What do you got? Tale as old as time and a song as old as rhyme. Charlie and the Storm. Yep. That is how it goes. All right, getting this light turned green, I want to kind of get up there a bit quicker. I'd like to cook. How did I become a storm chaser? Hoping to do that someday. I became a storm chaser just kind of by figuring it out, which probably is not the best answer, but that's kind of how I did it. I used to watch storm chasers a lot on the Discovery Channel. I was like, man, I really want to do that. So whenever there was severe weather happening, I would just kind of sit out on the front porch and watch it roll through. And then outside of that, I spent a lot of time studying weather on my own, like storm structure, forecasting, all that sort of stuff. And through many years of trial and error, I just kind of figured it out. And I'm still learning new stuff every day. So, but if you're looking to become a storm chaser, I think the best way to start is to start local. Go to your local Skywarn class put on by the National Weather Service. They're free to attend. They do them every year. That will give you a good basics on like storm structure and all that. Spend some time on your own studying weather, whether it be through YouTube or through textbooks, whatever method works best for you. Study storm structure, study radar, study forecasting, all that fun stuff. And then when you actually get out and chase, start local. You know, just stay in your local area. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Give the storms plenty of breathing room. Give them a couple miles of distance so you're not working in there too hot. Don't want to get in trouble when you have, you know, when you're not quite have gotten your footing yet. What is the biggest tornado I've ever chased? The biggest, like size-wise, the biggest tornado I chased was the Kankakee, Illinois tornado this year. That tornado was right about a mile wide. So that's the largest tornado I've seen. Pretty strong too. We were right up on that thing. Do I ever play 2D Weather Sandbox? I have not played that before. Trying to get us up there, up on that tornado warning. If we can get to Horicon before the tornado warning does, we'll have a great view of that thing as it moves over the marsh. Was it an EF5? That was not an EF5. The Kankakee tornado I saw got rated EF3. Biggest EF scale tornado, that once again is the Kankakee tornado, EF3. I also saw the Lewistown, Illinois tornado back in 2023. That as well was an EF3. Those are the two strongest tornado I've seen. And both of those almost got EF4. They were rated EF3 160, and EF4 starts at 165, so they almost got up there. Alright. We're making our way through Johnson Creek right now. We're shooting north. Get up on those storms up there, getting up to that tornado warning near Beaver Dam. They just extended it, so I mean on radar that cell doesn't look terrible, it doesn't look great, but I mean if it downtrends I can just go home, so it's not like I'm missing out on much. Let's go get up there. We're not far from it. Helps that it's heading our way as well, so it's kind of some of the work to get on this storm is being done for us because it's heading our direction. We got 160 of you guys tuned in right now. Appreciate all of you guys for stopping in here. If you're new around here, be sure to leave a like on the stream. Like and subscribe. Another tornado warning. Beaver Dam is your redemption zone. Yep, I'm heading up there right now. Working my way up there. Gonna go take a look at that tornado warning storm, see what it's doing. Here we go, chat. Wasn't really expecting we'd actually get on a tornado warning storm today, so that is more than I thought we'd see. I like that this thing's kind of headed southeast, so I can kind of nestle myself kind of right up on it. Kind of nestle myself up in the hook, and that thing will be moving away from me. That's how I like to play these storms. Is Max going live? I have no idea. That is a great question. This is the best storm chaser. I'm glad you think I'm the best storm chaser. I hold, that is a very honorable title to hold. Yeah, we'll see if the storm is actually doing anything. Honestly, part of me wants to kind of hang back and see the structure, because there's probably some crazy supercell structure with this thing. Crazy how I drove all the way from La Crosse to Beaver Dam and caught that tornado. That was a grind. That was a grind of a chase. I almost didn't make it in time. I was seriously cooking to make it to that tornado, and I got there right as it was dropping. There we go. Hi from Germany. Just came home last night. Would you agree this year is more quiet? This is definitely a more quiet year. In terms of tornadoes, there's been a lot of storms, but they've all struggled to produce tornadoes. I mean, a lot of the supercells that I've chased this year, and like that me and all my friends have seen, they look really, really good. And these supercells that we've been on, they look like prime tornado producers, and then they just can't take that final step to get there. So it's been a weird year. What was it like? What is like with Freddie? What is it like with Freddie? It's been really fun. I've really enjoyed working with Freddie, both being the in-studio personnel for him and then also running the, running with him on the chases. It's been a dream opportunity. I've always wanted to do that, and so to finally have the chance to get out there and do what I love as a career, it's been awesome. It's been a dream come true. So it's been a great partnership. Max is now live. All right. Mr. Max Velocity has gone live. Daryl with the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. You guys got to spam up the W's for Daryl there. Spam them up. Go. Is Wisconsin Dells is next in line for this the tornado warned storm up there. I haven't heard any reports from that storm at the moment of anything touching down. It looks like right now it's mostly strong winds, but still gonna want to be aware that storm has a tornado warning for a reason. So you folks in the Wisconsin Dells got to should be taking your tornado safety precautions just in case. Here we go. There was a funnel cloud above my house, but it never touched down. That must have been something to see. I had that happen at my house one time. I was sitting out on the front porch and literally just watched a funnel cloud just go over my house. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Never seen that before. Charlie, have you ever been in a tornado? I have been inside of tornadoes before. Me, Freddie, and Eli were just inside of a tornado on our last storm chase in South Dakota. GA Squid with the super chat there. Appreciate that. Believe that is euros. Apologies if I'm wrong. Guys, spam up the W's there. But yes, I have been inside of a tornado before. Been inside of tornadoes a couple of times. Outflow boundary starting to catch up with the storm. That's what I figured was going to happen. We were going to get up there and the outflow boundary was going to kind of smack it. Where am I heading? I'm heading up towards Beaver Dam. We have some tornado warnings up there that I want to go investigate. First time to the channel, watching from the UK. Glad to have you in here. Watertown why are there sirens going off in Watertown? I literally just drove through Watertown and there's nothing going on here. I mean, there are storms heading this direction, but there's no reason to sound any sirens yet. Sean or Reed, only one answer is correct. Or. That is my answer. My answer is or. You think I have a good chance of being a storm chaser? If you put your mind to it, you put in the work, anyone can be a storm chaser. Anyone can do it. You just got to put in the time, you got to put in the work. It's not going to be easy, but it can be done. Outflow boundary is saying, hey, time for bed. It probably is. I'm going to get up there, take a look at the storm, and then probably immediately turn around and go home. Read is the answer. I prefer or. I liked my answer better. Got to witness a tornado last year. That is very cool. Yeah, this year is the most tornadoes I've seen in a single year. I'm trying to think of how many I think I've seen, I want to say I've seen 15 tornadoes so far this year. I think. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to go back and recount, but seen a lot of tornadoes this year. My total lifetime tornado count is at 31. I've seen 31 tornadoes in total. That is my lifetime stat. 31 tornadoes. Court's in here. Good to see you in here, Court. Court is sending the 6-7. Oh my gosh, Court, how could you? I thought you were anti-6-7. Watertown already. Oh, we're well past Watertown. We're heading towards Clyman. We're almost up here. We're almost up on the storm. Chat, we're going to be up on this tornado warning storm here in just a couple minutes. We are not far from it. Might have to readjust the GPS a little bit towards Mayville. I have Horicon plopped in the GPS right now, so may shoot northeast out of Horicon and try to get up towards the Mayville area. We're only 17 miles. We are not far away. We'll be up there fairly quickly. We're about 20 minutes from getting on this storm. We're not far away from it. Here we go. Closest tornado I've been to was a mile and a half away. You could hear it. It wasn't exactly the train sound. Mile and a half is close. That is very close. How many tornadoes have been in South Dakota? How many tornadoes have I seen in South Dakota? I think I've seen 3 tornadoes in South Dakota. How many tornadoes have been in South Dakota in total? How many have been in there, like, throughout South Dakota's history? A lot. Big, huge hellos to Charlie. Had to check in. Appreciate you, Court. Glad to see you in here. Yeah, I'm sad that I had to return home from chasing with Freddie and Eli. It was a fun chase stretch. So, some point here again soon, I'll probably have to reappear. But in the future, I'll pop back in and chase with the boys again. Tornadoes sound like a waterfall to me. Every tornado that I've seen and been close to, they all have the waterfall sound. I haven't heard the train. I've always heard the waterfall. Charlie, you're not in Italy. I'm not in Italy quite yet. Still got a couple days before I leave. I leave on the 10th. So 5 days. 5 days until I leave for Italy. We're close. We're very, very close to the departure day. I wonder how this thing looks on the storm looks on the Sony here. See, I can't see anything, and then I remember that I have a camera that basically does night vision right on my dash, so I can just use this. How many tornadoes I've seen in South Dakota this year? 3 tornadoes for me. I've seen 3 tornadoes in South Dakota. Can I update the map, please? Is the map not updating for some reason? I might have to remote into my computer and fix it. I don't know. I'm just now trying out the WeatherWise, like their radar app, at least testing it out for my own streams. So might have a few bugs that I need to work out with it. Wow, that was a nice CG. You can kind of see the structure. This storm has like a crazy barber pole going. So we'll definitely have some nice structure when we get on this thing. Yeah, at some point once I stop, I can remote into the computer and try to fix the WeatherWise stuff. It might just not be updating for some reason, so I'll mess around with that and see if I can fix it. I want to get on the storm first. I want to find a good stopping point. But right now we are near Oak Grove, Wisconsin, about to go through Juneau. About to go through Juneau right now. Should I pick the storm that's more isolated? I should, but there's not really a good isolated storm out there right now, so I'm just going for this one. Can I go through? I want to see the storm. There we go. All right, let's cook. We gotta cook. We want to get on this thing. Oh, the structure on this thing looks crazy. Got some nice lightning above it with a little spiraling updraft. We have Stimpy sending another 6-7. What are the jewels? I don't know what the jewels are. This is new to me. I've never seen the jewels on YouTube before, so someone might have to explain it. I'm kind of out of the loop. Oh, that was a nice CG. Yeah, we're gonna get some nice structure. We're gonna get some very nice supercell structure from this storm. They just dropped the tornado warning, so that's good. Still want to get up to it. Still gonna try to get up to it here. There it is. Hopefully the location updates from that. We're not far from the storm. Oh, that thing looks nuts! You guys see the barber pole? Crazy barber pole supercell going here. That thing looks nutty. All right, we're gonna have to, honestly, Horicon Marsh might be our stopping point. That's gonna be a great clear view for us to see this thing. There's some crazy supercell structure going on right now. This awesome like spiraling barber pole going with this storm. So at some point, I want to stop and set up a time lapse of this thing. I see we got a super chat, $5 super chat there from Milton, staying safe. I appreciate that there, Milton. Oh, I turned on my brights. That was my bad. Sorry, guy. Did not mean to flash you there. All right, we're working our way through Juneau right now. I actually saw a tornado around here last year. They had a tornado go through Juneau last season. So this is not my first storm chase here in the Juneau area. We're gonna get north of town and find somewhere to set up and see this structure, because it is going to be pretty good. We just got to get outside of town here. Honestly, it may be the play to stay farther back from this thing, because the structure way out here is nuts. So we'll find somewhere. I'm going to find somewhere like out here. I'll see if I can find an open field that we can post up at, set up a time lapse, and just enjoy the show. We're turning north here, so you guys are going to be getting a view of the storm and once we get through town. Off some of the bug splatters for you guys. A lot of bugs on the windshield today. Coffee's in here. How's it going, Coffee? Good to see you. Glad you could stop by and say hello. Guys, did you know I actually got to meet the man, the myth, the legend, Coffee while chasing with Freddy? We had a meeting of the minds. I got to meet the legend himself. Why is there just a massive tornado warning now? Like right off to my west. All right, well, I guess we'll hang around here until that thing rolls through. All right, they just re-tornado warned the storm off to our west here, so I'm gonna post up here and just gonna kind of let it run me over. See, we got Anna's in here with the 20 bomb for the gas fund. Appreciate that there, Anna. Spam up the W's there. Yeah, we're literally we're the only chasers on this storm. We're the only ones up here right now. Everyone else is in who knows where. So we have this whole thing to ourselves. There's a cat sitting in the road. Goodbye, Mr. Cat. So I'm gonna post up here, I guess, until this tornado warned storm just kind of runs me over. Set up a time lapse, let this thing roll in, and enjoy the show. I think that's gonna be the name of the game for this one. It looks like something's going down, I'll probably charge in and go get it. All right. Wow, look at the lightning. You guys see that? You guys see the structure? You have this crazy striated supercell right up in front of us here. Yeah, this is gonna be a great time lapse. Just gotta find a road. Just gotta find like a farm road or something to get off on. This St. Anne Road. All right, we'll take that. Wow, what a beast. That is gorgeous. All right, where is this St. Anne Road up here? Oh, there it is. Found it. This is gonna be our road. We're gonna take. We'll set up and do a little time lapse of this thing. Go down this road a little bit. here. Get out in the middle of nowhere, away from the city lights. Try to find an opening, away from the trees. There we go. This looks like a nice open area out here. Still kind of got a couple trees in here. I want to find, looks like, where's a good opening? I'm trying to find looks like there's a good clearing further up. Yeah, we'll get up there. Good clearing farther up the road, so we'll head up that way and kick back and enjoy the show here. There we go. That's a good spot. Not quite. There's still this big grove of trees blocking me. Go up a little more. Gonna keep going up the road. And here we go. Here's a nice open field up here. We could take this north and get a shot over here. I think that is what I will do. There we go. Here. I'm coming. Nope, nope. Alright, we'll find somewhere up here to... Is there somewhere up here to pull off that has a clear shot where it's not lined with trees? Because right now I just see trees everywhere. I'd like to enjoy the storm without any trees blocking my view. It's really pretty though. The lightning is crazy. Wow, look at that. What a beauty. Beautiful, beautiful storm. This is one of those supercells where you get the full pancake stack structure. We got a good shot in here, it looks like. I'm gonna pull off here. Pull off here, and we're kind of pointing right at it already, so this is a good spot. Pull off right here and enjoy the show. There it is, guys. There's the storm. I need to set up and get a time lapse of this thing. That thing is crazy. Yeah, I found every single tree in the state. Is what has happened. I found them all. Every single possible tree. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna set up a time lapse on the my big Sony camera here, and we'll get locked in and enjoy this beautiful supercell that we have here. Let me format this card. All right. Pop the trunk and get my tripod out. What a beauty. Oh my gosh. What a gorgeous storm. Guys, check out this storm here. What a view. go. Wow, look at the lightning. His lightning is nuts. Yeah, these are gonna be some great photos here. I'm also gonna shoot a little bit of video, because there's been some really good CGs video-wise that'll be make for some good stuff. There's been some cloud-to-air strikes, which I've always wanted to get on video. Wonder if we'll see any sprites out of this thing. What a beauty. What a gorgeous storm. You guys want to get out? Let's get out. Subbed, majoring in aerospace engineering, and make an idea for a plane that can circle a tornado. Love you, bro. You keep me motivated in school. Glad to hear that. I'm glad you're following your passion there. And I'm happy that I can be a motivator for you. Always happy to help out. All right, I'm gonna get out the laptop and I'll see if I can fix the overlays here. How great is it to drive and have 150 people keep you company? It's very fun. I really enjoy it. It is very, very fun. It's a fun time having you all here with me. All right, let me connect to the stream computer here and see if I can fix the radar. Might just not be updating for some reason. Here we go. All right. Looks like it should hopefully be working now. Here we go. Should be good now, hopefully. Hopefully the radar is fixed. I know the location is being a bit wonky, but at least that'll kind of show where we're at a little bit. You set it to loop so it auto updates here. There we go. Hopefully that has fixed the issue there. Having a great time. Glad you guys are having a good time here. Not sure how much longer I'll be live. I might just let this time lapse run for a little bit and then I may call it a chase. There we go. All right. Here we go. Let me pull chat back up here. Yeah, what a beautiful storm. Yeah, this is a great send-off before I head to Italy. This little storm here. It's really pretty. It is very, very pretty. You see the whole tilted updraft. Be some great photos in there. Guys, let's get out and take a look. There we go. My phone case is falling apart. There we go. Wow. What a storm. Very pretty storm here. You can see the stars above it too. Whoa. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. I wonder when we're going to see that shelf cloud. I already see it off in the distance over there. There's our shelf cloud working in. So it'll be here eventually. Eventually we're going to get that shelf. It's not too far away actually. I can see it off over there. It's pretty close. Once that shelf cloud passes overhead, I think that's going to be my my end of the chase there. Just gonna watch this work on in. Oh. New catchphrase, because why not? That's my mindset, because why not? Lodi tornado warning, looks like it'll line up. Yeah, I've had my eye on that. I'm just not super impressed by that area right now. Looks really... This whole storm is just a big whine, so I'm not overly convinced about a tornado threat over there. At least not one that's worth diving in for. Oh, here comes a car. Got a car coming. Close the door here. Let them drive past. But that shelf cloud is going to be working its way overhead here in just a few moments. Get out the door. Chat, the shelf is growing near. You can see the edge of the shelf. That way. There it is. There's the shelf cloud. It's cooking. It's cooking this way. The lightning's kind of gone now. It's all hidden back behind the shelf. This shelf cloud here is our outflow boundary. So this is all that cold outflow getting pushed out from the storm. It's really pretty. Very pretty storm. It's crazy. There's this shelf cloud and then there's like just clear air above it. It's not too often you see that. Check that out. Guys, I'll walk you over to the time-lapse camera here. Here's our time-lapse that we got rolling on this thing. Taking a couple second exposures here. Then I go ahead and stitch those together. And that creates the time-lapse. It probably won't be a super long time-lapse. We've only captured about 100 images, so usually I need like 300 for a good like 10-second time-lapse. This is gonna be a pretty short one. But, man, that is gorgeous. Check that out. You guys see that shelf? Shelf! Shelf cloud's happening. And lightning still. Still a lot of lightning. And here's the car. Let me wipe off the lens. It's very smudgy. What a beauty. You can go ahead and get chat back up here. Put you guys back on the mount. And I see we just got a $50 super chat from Pulse, the gas fund. Appreciate that, Pulse, there. Spam up the W's. Pulse, you just funded today's chase. Gotta spam up the W's for that. What part of Italy am I going to? Gonna be honest, I'm not entirely sure where we're going. My mom said we're going somewhere, so I'm just kind of along for the ride. That shelf is missing an elf. True. We need the elf on the shelf. That is what we're missing. I would love to... Whoa! I just dropped you guys. Chad, I'm sorry I just dropped you all. I'd love to get a shelfie, but it's a little too dark right now. So, unfortunately, the shelfie may have to wait for a daytime shelf cloud. But look at this thing. Still see the lightning going above it. Look at that. What a beauty. What a pretty storm. What a very pretty storm. When will I return? I get back on June 23rd, I think, is when I'm back home. I believe that's our arrival day. You can tell I'm really in tune with traveling because I don't even know when I'm leaving and when I'm getting back, so. Professional traveler here. Man, what a beauty. Look at that. That's kind of nuts. That is really cool. That shelf cloud there. Very happy we have this time lapse running right there. See, this shelf cloud goes all the way down that direction. So it goes for quite a ways. This is a massive complex of thunderstorms. Whoa. Crazy lightning. All right, I gotta put you guys back on the mountain here. This phone's gonna run out of battery. This thing is really gorgeous. Go inside the tornado. I've done that a few times already. I've done that before. It's very windy inside the tornado. Go. Sorry, just sending a quick message chat. There we go. Man, this thing is gorgeous. What a gorgeous, gorgeous storm. Going inside the tornado is such a Midwestern thing to do. Hey, if I see a tornado and it looks kind of weak, it's just kind of natural instinct, I guess, for me to drive into it. Or to be with people that are going to drive into it. All right, the shelf cloud is passing overhead. Here it comes. Here comes the shelf chat. Here it comes. Here comes the shelf. That thing is really pretty. Look at that. We're right under it, right underneath the shelf cloud here. See how the wide camera doesn't have that good of a view. Let me switch you guys back to this camera. But we're underneath the shelf cloud here. You can kind of see the whale's mouth that we got going on that way as we get underneath the shelf cloud. Very, very pretty. And you can see the swirling light off in the distance from the airport there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this camera back in the car now that our shelf cloud is here. Wow, it's like something out of a horror movie. It's kind of creepy. Look at that. Imagine you're camping in the middle of the night, you step outside and you see this working over you. All right, camera. Let's head on back to the car. All right. Someone's having a campfire. You can smell it. Wow, what a beast. Thing is gorgeous. Very pretty storm here. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and hop us in the car here. Go ahead and get this camera on in and get this tripod on in. Get ready, boy. Go inside your car. No, I don't think I will. I'm gonna stand outside my car. I hope you're not gonna die. I will not die on this storm. Don't worry. This will not be the storm that gets me. This storm is harmless. Or at least this portion of the storm is harmless. There are still those tornado warnings, but honestly, I feel like those are going to expire here pretty soon because they don't look all that promising. All right. Throw all that in here. Man, what a fun chase today. Fun little local day of chasing. Nothing like a little local chase day to get the rust off. It's been a while since we've done one of these, guys. Been a very long time. Take your shirt off and wave the flag. What? All right. All right. Go inside your car. I don't wanna. I'm gonna stay outside. All right, ladies and gents. Have a grace-filled vacation and a good trip home. Time to turn in. Thanks for having us around tonight. Yeah, I'm glad you could tune on in. Yeah, chat. I am going to be going ahead and wrapping up this stream tonight. Let me turn on the light here so you guys can see me. There I am. I'm here. But yeah, I'm going to be going ahead and wrapping up the stream here this evening. These storms are starting to fizzle out, it looks like, and I'm kind of tired, so I kind of just want to go back home and go to bed, get some sleep, get some shut-eye there. Got a long day tomorrow, so I want to be well rested for that. And go ahead and pull up YouTube Studio so I can actually hit the end stream button when I say it's time to end the stream. But I appreciate all of you guys who stopped in here for today. I appreciate all the super chats, all the gifted members, all that fun stuff. You guys make these chases possible. So without your support, we would not be out here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, remember to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. It was a fun time being out here, enjoying the storms with you all. And we're going to be back out again at some point soon. Maybe a little bit, just because I'm going to be in Italy, so I won't really be in the country to chase. But once I get back, it's going to be chase time. Once we get through July and all that, we are going to be hitting the ground running, trying to chase as much as possible. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can see if we have a I want to see if anyone else is live here who I can stream raid. Do we have a redirect we can add to anyone? Let me see if, I wonder if Mr. Papa John is live. Let's see. Oh, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be sending you guys on over to Mr. Papa John over there. It looks like he is still live. So, I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in, and I just see Anna in there with the 11 months of membership. Spam up the W's for Anna there. But, appreciate all you guys who tuned in here for today. Really fun chase. Let me just double check that I have that redirect all set up properly. Yes, I do. We are all good. So, take care, everybody. Hopefully you all have a good rest of your night, and I will see you all again soon. Later, guys.